Thanks for having us. This one goes out to all the commanders out there. It's called Victory. I hope y'all like it. 1, 2, 3, let's kick it.
and good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are, everyone. Welcome back. It's nice to see everybody after quite a long break. I think I looked and it's been a couple of months since I've streamed. Forgive the absence of that. I've been dealing with a few few medium-sized, I should say, or bigger family issues, and just had to step away for a while. But I am back. We're gonna start doing these every week, doing Tutorial Tuesday again, and next week the plan is to start up Sidewinder Slaughter again. So for those that missed that, hopefully we can get another group and get that kind of kicked back into gear, because I certainly miss it. I don't know about you guys in Discord. And let's quickly do a mic check from Discord. If you guys can say something, let's see if the people can hear you. Well, don't all speak at once.
Mic check, hello
Mic
YouTube.
check.
There we go. If chat, if you guys could just confirm for me that that you're hearing it okay. Evening, Chris. How's it going? Right before the stream, we noticed some really strange, like my machine was kind of glitching a bit. The Streamlabs was like using 80% of my GPU. It's settled down since then. So if you guys are getting some weirdness like that, let me know. I might have to actually, okay, great. Thanks guys. I might actually have to stop and restart the stream quickly if that happens. So just shout out if things are bad. I mean, maybe refresh on your end first, just to make sure that, it's not something here. You guys are all here, so you won't care. Unfortunately, we're not on Twitch tonight. Sorry if you guys prefer Twitch. It's a long story, but I had to get my two-factor reset up with them, and I've been waiting for, it does say up to 4 days, and it's been like 3.5. So we'll see if I actually get back from them by tomorrow. Some of you guys know I got a new machine recently, and in part of that, one of the things I didn't back up was my two-factor stuff. It's a very long story. And a real pain in the ass, and so I'm having to have them turn off two-factor so I get it re-enabled. So, but new machine's great. For those that haven't heard, I got a Core i9-10900K, so basically the fastest gaming chip you can get on the market. For the AMD fanboys out there, trust me, I am too. Actually, lately it's been awesome to see what AMD's been doing. And while yes, I am a creator, I suppose, I game a lot more than I render and a lot more than I edit. And so I wanted the absolute fastest gaming machine, or the fastest machine for what I do the vast majority of the time, which is game. And the fact is, over my 8086K, the multi-core performance on the new chip is like, it was something like 80% better, so it's already a massive upgrade. I mean, my last chip didn't suck either, but it's already a massive upgrade anyway. And for the few projects I've been working on already, it's wonderful. My render times are almost half what they were before. I can scrub the timeline in full, full high quality. So it's great. And there's as I said, no faster gaming machine one can build at the moment. I'm planning to do the 3090 when that comes out. So if anybody is in the United States, because we realize how much it sucks to pay import taxes, but if anybody's looking for a 2080 Ti, ping me, because I'm gonna have a used one that I'll be selling here probably, I don't know, couple weeks, months. The announcement's on the 31st, I think. What's the current rumor? $1,400. So we'll see. I did pay 13 for my current card, so I suppose $100 more isn't ridiculous. But don't we all miss the days when a high-end graphics card was $500 or $600? And a high-end phone was $500 or $600, right? So anyway, so tonight I'm gonna be doing my entry in the speedrun competition, and no, of course, I can't actually win, but I figured I'd set my own time, kick things off. If I'm gonna challenge you guys to do something like this, I might as well do it myself. Let me check real quick and see. We've had several entries. Last time I looked, I think we had 7 already. Let's look. We are still at 7. So I'm not going to be sharing times with everybody this time. We did that like a year or so ago when I did the elite rank speedrun competition, and I think it discouraged people. They're like, "Oh my shit, I can't beat 7 hours." Or I think that was the record at the time. It's now Bonnie told me possibly the current record that somebody did it in just over 6. So that was a while back, right? And no, I'm not going to do a raffle tonight. Let me look. If I have any codes, I suppose we could do one. I just don't know that I have anything I can give away at the moment. Give me a quick second. Let me look and see if Frontier's given me anything recently. They usually are actually rather good about that, I have to admit. Giveaways. Oh, I do have one thing. Yeah, we could do a giveaway here in a little bit. I have an assassin pack that I could give away. Let me get logged into Streamlabs because I did not set that up first. So give me a moment here. Oh, interesting. Oh, not Steam Labs, Streamlabs. Apparently, SteamLabs.com is a bug right now, so don't go there. Wonder why somebody would have got that domain name, right? I think they're tricking people to go into, dashboard. Give me just a moment, guys, and I will set up a giveaway for us. We'll probably do that here in a little bit, right? Can't do that right off the bat. Bot giveaways, custom. Let's see. Win a ship skin. And like I said, I've got the assassin pack. Let's say win the pack. Okay. And let's see. When we do this, why don't we have the entry be bang speedrun? How about that? That'll work. Okay, great. Yeah, we'll give that. I'll even set a timer to remember, and I'll have to do it quick because I'm gonna. We got. Let's see. Aposto's here, one of our moderators. Aposto, will you ping and see if Jaffa or Iron or any of the other guys are around too? I'm going to be talking, obviously. I mean, when do I not talk? But I'm going to be trying to focus on this to do this rather quickly because, the goal here is speed. There's a few things that, if I were really doing this, and we'll talk about kind of strategies and what the faster guys are going to be doing to nail those times. This is all just good fun to, encourage everybody. And I'm just kind of curious what time I can do. I think I've done this before in under 2 hours. I think I've done maybe an hour and 45 when I was not really trying, but kind of trying, right? Yeah, let's jump right in and talk about that. Let me bring up my build to show you guys. So I'm using my absolute max jump range Anaconda. So you'll notice range on it is 84.17. That is absolutely the longest range you can build with current engineering. The record that I know of is Mini's is 84.33, and that's because he's got legacy sensors that are a little bit lighter. And since you can't do that anymore, this is as good as you can build today. I was telling one of the guys right before the stream that one of the negatives to this build is the only way to get it this light is you have to add stripped down to the thrusters at the very end. You literally have to fly to Felicity's in this build and add stripped down there. And once you do, if you take off the thrusters, you cannot put them back on again because you're technically under mass or over mass, I guess. And so if I was to change this to get, like, for example, you'll see in a second, I don't run a shield. I can't run any sort of just real distributor. In fact, the distributor is only engineered to give me stripped down. I still can't boost with it. I had the grade 5 engine focus, already, so I just used that one. So it's a pretty straightforward build. You're lightweighting everything. We're running the lightest power plant we can at a 2D. I do have to have it overcharged, so that's a little hot, although we don't have to get that close to scooping this thing, so it's not that big a deal. You strip down that. Thrusters the same thing, clean and strip down one. You do lightweight life support. It's just not showing it. There we go. Frame shift drive, and Aposto, I think I sent you the link for this. I think it's in the, there you go. Good man. Frame shift drive, we're doing a standard increase range mass manager. Sensors, we're doing as light as we can. And then all of our optionals, the only one that has mass is the Guardian frameshift drive booster, which, you have to have that to hit this range, but it has a little mass. Again, no shield. I would never recommend this build to use for anything other than what we're doing right now. I did it a while back just because I never did a video on it, but I probably will. I was curious what was the best jump range you could build right now. The negative of this is I was going to run 2 autofield maintenance units, and if I hadn't planned this any sooner, if I had planned this sooner than an hour ago, I probably would have changed the thrusters a bit to give myself the ability to run, because while AFMUs, an autofield maintenance unit, for those that don't know, repairs a module, I would have run better thrusters so I could run 2 of those, because while it has no mass, you can't install another one because you're over mass, which Okay, great. And so that's if you have two of them and you use them together, or three even, you can repair things much faster, 2-3 times the repair rate. The reason that's important is as we do this, we're going to be doing neutron jumps. Where's my neutron router? I need to get these in the same browser tab. There we go. Here's the neutron route that I've done from Spanch, right? So we put in Fullerene C60. So we're in. I love that that's Buckyball's home system, by the way, because for those that don't know, a Fullerene C60 is a Buckyball. We're going to head from there, and their home station, also, if you didn't notice, Aposto, is Rebuy Prospect, which I think is fucking great, too. We're heading there to Colonia. My max range when I'm fully laden, so, you go to the conservative side, is 80.6. I always leave efficiency at 60. That's how far out of the way it routes stuff. I think that's fine. I haven't played with it much. Calculate, and in this ship, it should take us 88 jumps, a little under a minute per jump, right around an hour and a half. Time stopping to refuel, time stopping to repair things, because every time we do a neutron jump, we're going to take 1% damage to our frameshift drive. Once we drop below 80%, so 20 jumps, we're going to start getting random malfunctions, and usually around the 70% range, it gets annoying enough that you have to stop and fix it. So what I did instead was, because we're in the engineered class and synthesis is allowed, I went ahead and synthesized. Oh, it doesn't show it. Interesting. Usually premium shows on the display here. I went ahead and synthesized a premium ammo reload for synthesis that works with weapons. I've never tried it with field maintenance units, so we'll see. And that gives me, I think it's, maybe it wasn't speed. Maybe it was more ammunition. Let me look again. Where is it? There it is. So yeah, repair speed. So that gives you 100% bonus to repair speed. So it doubles my repair speed. So we'll see if that did that. Somebody had mentioned to me that people will go get pre-boosted at a neutron before they leave out. And so I tried that before this, but if you get neutron boosted, you can exit the game, you can drop to normal space and all that kind of stuff and keep that boost. But once you jump to another star, it does in fact remove that. So that was kind of worthless. We'll be going through that. Let's see. I think there was in the rest of the build. I'm using the Anaconda not only because of the range, but the Class 7 scoop is really nice. For the unengineered guys, you could go with the DBX, because that's going to give you the best range of unengineered, but that Class 4 scoop, it's only like a light year and a half further, or maybe 2 light years further than a Phantom, but the Phantom gets a Class 6 scoop, or the DBX gets a Class 4. The difference in that is absolutely the Phantom is going to be faster. And I kind of jumped right into this. Let's back up a sec and talk about the rules of the competition. The simple rules are, we're starting at Fullerene C60 at Rebuy Prospect, so Buckyball's home system. Time starts from the minute we lift off to the minute we touch down at Jacques Station in Colonia, which is 22,000, I think it'll tell me on here, 22,163.36 light years away. There are 4 classes really. So there's kind of groups. There's engineered class and unengineered class, and then for each of those, there's a PC class and a console class. So that way, the console guys who can't really use these tools, or certainly not as easy as we can, don't have to compete against the PC guys, right? That way, I'm hoping to get entries from everywhere. The engineered class is basically no rules in terms of, as long as you're not exploiting, cheating, something that would be game breaking. I mean, pretty clear. We don't know of anything like that you could use. You are required to run in solo. So you'll see I am rarely in solo, but I'm in solo tonight. The primary reason for that is there's a little known exploit. I think I put it in my last, that 50 facts video. If you have somebody in multi-crew and your modules take damage, they never malfunction. So Apostle and I tested that one night. I literally ran my FSD down to 1%, still never took any damage, but boy, when I hit 0%, it straight up failed. Let's move that. Sorry, I'm turning down my overclock on my GPU just so we don't risk crashing tonight. With that, so we required solo for this, for that primary reason, right? That way there's no way somebody's going to mess with it. There's no external influence. Obviously you can't. I mean, I don't think you would get griefed on something like this anyway. But we're just ruling all of that out. For the unengineered class, we are limiting the Anaconda, so you cannot use the Anaconda. The primary reason for that was to make that class as absolutely as accessible as possible. So you could have, I mean, shit, with how easy you can make money these days, you could have 10 or 20 hours in the game and do this competition in the unengineered class, because all you need to do is buy a ship, and aspects of that range is, I don't know, 60 million. It's not much. So, it doesn't cost you much to get into it. It's really easy. Yes, you could, and I'm going to talk, I'm seeing there's some questions in chat about some outfitting stuff. I will get to that in just a second as to why I'm using the build I am. Let me finish this. And so in the unengineered class, I'm pretty sure the Phantom or the Asp Explorer are going to be the ships to use. It's easy to get into. I think the time we're guessing in that class is going to be somewhere in the 4 to 5 hour range. I don't know that anybody will break 4 hours, but certainly people are going to be under 6. Definitely. I think we've got one entry in there, and I'll just say it's under 6. I haven't wanted to, as I said before, share those times because I don't want to discourage folks to go, oh, well, I can't win. They've already set blah, 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 right? We do only ask for one entry, right? So when you're done, when you're sure you're not going to do it again or whatever, that's when it's time to go ahead and make your entry. That the competition goes through, if I'm remembering right, September 6th. Is that right? Let me just look real quick. I think that's right. Late Sunday night, September 6th, and currently the plan is to announce the winners on Tuesday the 8th. However, I'm working out with Frontier to get them, to figure out what their schedule will permit, so that we can hopefully do it with me, Steven, because Steven at Frontier has been the one I've worked with on this, because they're providing all of the ship skins for prizes. So first place gets 3 skins, second place gets 2, third place gets 1, and then for the engineered class, I'm tossing in a $20, $10, and $5 Steam gift card, right? So those are the prizes. As far as my voice being scratchy, nope, don't have a cold, but I've been talking and working a lot. I was up very, very late the last couple of nights working on what will be my by far longest video ever, and easily the most work I've put into one. I'm easily over 40 hours already. Some of you guys saw maybe a little sneak preview of it on Twitter. It's a full graphical analysis of Elite. So every single setting, every single option, the performance impact, what it looks like visually. It's been a ton of work. I'm hoping to have it finished in the next 2 days and have it out by Friday or so. So if my voice is a little scratchy, apologize there. Not sure. Let's see. Okay, so back live. Let's see when that picks back up. Okay, so we should be back. We'll see if that cleared it or not. I'll pay attention on my end. We'll just go from there. So let's see. Let's talk about build, because there have been a few questions about my build. Let me bring that back up. So I think one question I saw as we were going by is and Alexander, you've got it absolutely. That's my quote, right? Playing ED in a monitor is a beautiful, maybe it's a stretch, but a pretty space game. Playing it in VR, you are absolutely flying a fucking spaceship. That's, for those that haven't tried VR yet, it's that. For guys in Discord that are VR players like Aposto, it really is. I'm not really exaggerating with that, am I?
Absolutely, it's the best experience, especially just as a VR experience. But I mean, yeah, it's like a childhood dream come true. I'm flying a spaceship. It's awesome.
Yep. Okay, so a few questions. Why am I not using heatsink? Primarily because I just grabbed this build real quick. This is something I built for another project to hit absolute maximum range. And if I don't even know that I can run a fuel scoop on it or a heatsink on it. Let's check real quick, because if I can, I probably would. Let me see what that would cost me. No, I can't even do it. So we won't worry about that. So this is, again, not necessarily the build that I would take. I would absolutely have put a fuel scoop. I mean, a single heat sink on it just in case. I would have run different thrusters for that. The station, if I could buy 4A thrusters at the station, I would, but I'm not going to waste the time to do it right now. I'm not too worried about heat. I'm not going to be that close to a star with a class 7 scoop. I'm going to be scooping so fast as I go around it. I'm actually not worried about that in this case. So then the big thing is I would run a second autofield maintenance unit, right? That would be the big thing. And let's see, were there any other questions I missed, Aposto? Um, I think
Looks
that's
good, dude.
good. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's
I think
it.
we're good.
And so again, the big tool that we're going to be using is the Spanch router to show you how that works really quick for those that haven't seen it. And if you haven't, I need to do a video just on Spanch. So route planners, neutron plotter is going to be the first one. Yeah, maybe Aposto, if you would grab the link for the neutron jumping video, that'd be cool. And by the way, thank you very much, as always. Neutron jumps, for those that don't know, if we've got some new folks here, neutron jumps or white dwarf jumps let you boost your frame shift drive. Neutrons will boost it by 50%. White dwarfs will quadruple it. Or excuse me, I got that backwards. Sorry, white dwarfs are 50%, neutrons are quadruple. So your 80 light year jump range becomes 360. Did I do that math right? I'm tired. Become 360, right, 320. Yeah, 8 times 4 is 32, right? Yeah, sorry, I'm tired. Becomes 320 light years. And so we'll be doing those the entire way out, basically, because obviously that cuts our jump range. In fact, well, I can't plot from here because it's over 20,000, but it would be 4 times the amount of jumps we would normally do. So we're going to put in Fullerene C60 as our starting system. Colonia, if I can type, as our ending system. My jump range is 80.6. Calculate, and it's going to give us this, and this will give us our entire jump list, right? So we're just going to be copy pasting, copy pasting, copy pasting. Should be 88 total jumps to get there. We'll have to intersperse some additional jumps, probably something like 20 additional to stop at standard scoopable stars along the way. I'll show you how we do that. I actually did ask Spanch. I just pinged him earlier tonight to see if there's any way he could add a feature to the tool that would know your range, know your fuel capacity, how long you can get on one tank, and intersperse scoopable stars along the way. I think that would be a really, really cool, feature for it, right? And yes, Assassin Wolf, I will definitely be sleeping after the stream. I was up until 10 a.m. local time this morning. I did nap a few, for most of the afternoon, but yeah, it's been a few late nights working on that, on the graphical video. I think you guys will like it. It's by far the most complex thing I've ever done, right? So, if you guys would like to come join us in Discord, it's fairly light crowd. Storm, welcome, buddy. It's fairly light crowd now, but if you guys would like to come chat and ask questions, by all means. I know Aposto's pasted in the link a few times. I'll let him do that again so I don't step on his toes. But by all means, come join us, hang out, chat. If you're looking for a place to play, if you're new to the game, looking for players to join in with, we've got, what do we got, 3,700 folks in the Discord at this point, so one of the bigger ones. And like right now there's 5 guys down in the mining channel doing exactly that. I believe painite mining right now is the best way to make credits, and you're right now even phase in the 200-300 million an hour range in a a fully done Type 9 cutter.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. So pay is still great. It's just jumping around. It's not the egg that we had for a while, which was great. It's because low temp diamonds I don't think have been paying great. What are they paying right now? Let's look. Low temp 906. I mean, that's not terrible, right? Only one station, pretty good demand though. So 860 with really great demand. And what's paying?
X big tip came through.
Oh, whoa, a big tip did come through. Heath, thank you very much, my friend. Goodness gracious. And thank you for pointing that. I would have seen it, certainly, but thank you, Spartacus. Heath, am I getting the right? Heath, yes, wow. Very, very huge thank you, my friend. And you are most welcome, obviously. If you will, please ping me in the Discord later. I'd like to get you added to our members channel. Certainly with donations like that, we do that, and say a thank you. And if there's anything I can do to help you, give you a hand. So please do stop by the Discord and say hi, so I can thank you personally. That is exceedingly generous. I never know what to say when I get a donation like that, because it's, I mean, even when I get and he's not even here. Cement's not here to poop on me, meaning Cement always donates $1 with a little poop emoji. So just so we don't realize or think I'm into anything too terribly weird. So yeah, with that, why don't we get started? Any questions? Anything you can think of, Aposto guys in Discords we haven't covered yet? Or we think we're ready to go? I think we're ready to go. Let's
Yeah, dude. Let's get this party started.
this over there.
How are you going to start the timer again?
So the time will start as soon as we lift off. What I probably will do actually is just to make the math easy. I think I'll wait another 2.5 minutes, so game time is right at midnight 30, so that it's a nice easy start point. And then again, the timer stops when we set down at Colonia. So here in just under 2 hours, we should be sitting in the Colonia region. I really wish I could have done that. I just don't have a ship for it in my alt because I want to get my alt back out to Colonia. And for those that haven't been, this is a great excuse to go because it is a beautiful, beautiful part of space, as you're going to see shortly.
X, are you going to be honking stars along the way? Or this is purely for speed and not
That's a good point. I don't even know that I've got it bound. Probably, I'll forget a lot, I'm sure. Yeah, I do. But yeah, I guess I could sell it when I get there. No reason to not, right? But for me, no. I'm already elite in exploration. I don't really care about the credits or anything. So yes and no. I'm sure I will do it some, but I'm also sure Okay, there we go, guys. Hopefully I'm back. Unfortunately, that's it. It is what it is at this point. Okay, we're just about to lift off. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. Now, one thing that's brutal with this build is I guess I should go ahead and plot my first jump, huh? So getting to the first one, we'll have to jump normally. So it should be 5 jumps to our first destination. Yep, 5 jumps away. It's not just me. Okay. Yeah, oh, sorry, I see the question you're answering. Yeah, unfortunately, guys, it is what it is right now. I've actually had a fair bit of bandwidth issues lately, I believe because of everything with COVID and so many people being home and such. I'm actually only streaming at 2.5 meg, so if I lower it anymore, it's going to look even worse. I guess if it's really that annoying here in a little bit, I guess I could drop it to 720p. But I don't think any of us really want to necessarily do that.
It's pretty consistent buffering on my end.
Do you think I should drop it to 720?
Dude, that really sucks though. Let's see if it clears up. Let's just give it a few minutes.
Okay. Yeah, let's give it a couple of minutes.
Everyone's getting buffering right now. Obviously, I don't think it's on your end. Maybe.
It's hard to say, right?
I say roll with it, and then if not, in about 3 to 5 minutes, why don't you drop it to 720? That sucks though.
The only other thing
I'd rather see lower mid.
Well, Sorry, go ahead.
I think I would prefer lower res to this crazy buffering.
The only other thing I could think to do is, because I do stream to my Nginx server and then out, I could just stream direct. Yeah, let's give it a few more minutes. If it doesn't clear up in the next 5 minutes or so, I'll switch things around. That's going to cost me a couple minutes of my run, though. Not that a couple minutes are really going to matter. Okay, so Assassin just said leave and rejoin the stream. Maybe if you haven't refreshed the stream. Nothing like a class 7 scoop. Quick tip for those that might not know, while you're scooping a star, if you